Morning.
Hey, Robin. That's funny. Galler view. He's recording, but I can't hear him. I don't know. Can you hear me? I don't see your image anymore. And I can't hear you on my phone.
Morning, morning. My phone is blown up.
That sounds like a good thing.
Oh, you know what? I'm on mute. That's why I can't hear anything. There we go. Okay. Now I can hear you. Okay, that must be Alan.
That is me.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
All right, give me 2 seconds here to get a few things arranged on my desktop. It's kind of a mess.
Okay.
All righty. Shut you down. Shut you down.
You're aren't you running a Mac?
I am.
Well, you don't need to shut anything down on that machine, do you?
No, not really. But I was working on some roofing stuff that if we're sharing screens, probably nobody cares that much.
Oh. I was a roofer for one day.
Yeah. Fun, not a fun business. You know, good for me. I only have to do certain things. I inspect, I sell,
yeah,
and that sort of thing. So it's a little bit different. I don't actually hit the nails. Gosh, I have an ultimate respect for those guys, though.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, let me flip my camera on here. I'm going to grab a bottle of water.
Okay, cool. Morning, guys.
Morning, Hernan.
Hey, Charles. Thanks for jumping on. This is important information, especially for you and I. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, Robin.
So Ryan's stuck on the freeway, guys. So I asked Ellen if he could jump in and go through it, go through the program for us, and he agreed. And I really appreciate that, Ellen, that you were able to do that spur of the moment.
Yeah, just happened to be free, so we're good.
Well, you know, I know it well enough that I believe I could run through it, but it's nice. It's nice to have you on here and have you run through it for us. Alan is Ryan's partner in crime, and Ryan or Alan does many of the presentations. In fact, you do one every week, don't you, for the team?
I do. Every Thursday night, yes.
Every Thursday night, Alan's doing a presentation for the team. It's a wonderful presentation, awesome. And I thought if we could get him on here, it would be fantastic. So anyways, Alan, if you could, we're right at 9:59. I think we're good. We can probably go ahead and get started.
All right, sounds fantastic. So thanks for jumping on real quick, you guys. As you can see from my attire, I'm someplace different than most people. It is only 48 degrees here today, so I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Kind of strange since it was 84 yesterday, but there's a cold front that moves through in these parts of the country. So I am originally from Newport Beach, California. I've been an entrepreneur since about 1998. I always had a fascination with financial tools and markets and things like this. And so when Forex was put in front of me, actually the funny story I'll share with you guys, Ryan and I were in another business together, and Ryan, Jolene, and I, my wife, we made friends when they came out to visit in Tennessee, where I live now, Nashville. And they were living in the Corona area, somewhere in Southern Cal, which I'm originally from Newport, so I know exactly where that is. Boy, that has changed. Oh my God, it's gotten worse. Traffic, crazy, nuts. But anyways, you know, we befriended and we became very, very good friends, and they were looking to make a move, and they decided to become our neighbors, basically, down the road. So we have been blessed by God in a relationship that has developed over time. So it's exciting to be here with you guys. And about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, Ryan, who has about 8 years working experience was showing me, one sec here. There we go. Perfect. Ryan was showing me some charts and some things. He goes, dude, look at this. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, holy smokes, what are all these lines and colors and graphs and dots? And this is nuts. And I kind of dismissed it because I just didn't understand it. And the point that I'm making here with you guys is that's what's so wonderful about economy. Economy has tools that instead of starting on your own 2-yard line and having to drive the entire field, you're going to start on the 5-yard line. You're going to be really close in the red zone just because they've taken a lot of the groundwork and stuff out of what you have to learn. Yes, there's still some learning, and if you want to be fully versed in what it is that we're doing, you're going to be on a perpetual, continual learning curve to understand what the markets are, because it's just going to help you in the long run. But for the most part, because our software is so amazing, 95% of the heavy lifting is done for you. And that got me excited about this, because I own a roofing company. I also own a medical cannabis distribution company in Oklahoma. I'm busy, and I didn't have time to, even though I'm fascinated with trading, I didn't have time to sit in front of a computer and watch candles all day and make bad decisions for my money. So that's what got me very, very excited. I brought this piece of software, or one very much like it, at the time, over to Ryan's house, and he looked at it, and I knew he would understand it. And he just looked at me and he goes, how can I buy this? You know, and I thought, okay, that's a good sign. I go, well, let me buy it first and you can buy it from me. And that's how the partnership was forged. So for sure, Ryan is very well versed in technical analysis. He understands the markets. He's tremendous. And I'm very blessed to be in his life. And I hope he would say the same thing. I'm sure he would about mine. So I'm meeting all kinds of new wonderful people like Hernan, and just guys that have their heads on straight. I had a tremendous conversation yesterday with Greg, just amazing guy. And, you know, I feel like, and I don't mean to push my faith on anybody, but I feel like God's hands are all over this, and that's just nothing but good. After all, it's his path and we're just walking on it. So he keeps putting the right things in front of us, and I'm just loving life. So having said all that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm not going to do a regular dog and pony show here. I do that, you know, on Thursday nights, plus there's a recording of that. I want to speak more to what our company is, you know, what Forex is, why it's a good thing, in my opinion. And hopefully the information that I'm able to share with you will allow you to make the appropriate decision for yourself. That's what's important here to me. And, you know, if it's right, it's right. If it's not right, then it's not right. It's perfectly fine. So let me go ahead and share screen here. And let's figure out what it is that I'm going to be doing. So the first thing that I'm going to share with you guys, first of all, Hernan, can you give me a thumbs up if we actually can see my screen? It says gratitude on it. Perfect. Okay, great. I am going to pop open our website. So this company, Economy, is relatively new. So for those of you who might be on here who maybe want to become more than a customer, understand that timing in business is everything, I believe, and the timing is good. Full Throttle Forex is the name of our community, or team, or whatever moniker you want to put on that. And we owe a special debt of thanks to Ryan for all of the work that he has done putting together this website inside of ClickFunnels. It's really quite wonderful. Actually, if you come to the beginning of it, this is what you'll see, and this is how you connect to our community, because we do a lot of communication. Something that's very important here, especially if you're getting started and you're brand new, is that we understand that we, first of all, want you to have the best possible experience with our products that you can. I call that becoming a good customer success agent. So we make ourselves available to people. Those of us who you know, have been doing this for a little while now, have a greater understanding. We're able to help, assist, you know, go shoulder to shoulder with you to make sure that your trading experience is a good one too. And that's kind of the idea behind this website. So this is a great place to come, fullthrottleforex.com. If somebody could just go ahead and throw that in the comments, everybody can write that down. One of the key components to this, and what we're basically going to be going over today quite a bit, is this demo setup guide. All right, and the demo setup guide is in place so that people have some place to come to be able to follow along the steps to be able to get your software installed. So let's just talk about that for 1 second. Economy in and of itself is a SaaS company. SaaS stands for Software as a Service. Not unlike Microsoft 360 these days, or any other company where you pay a monthly subscription fee in order to access the latest, greatest version of their software. That's all Economy is. Now, there's some other components to it, but Economy is not a trading company. It is not an investment company. It's none of those things. It is a software as a service company. So early on, our president, Hassan Mahmoud, who is also quite the trader, he developed a relationship with a private equity firm that was trading $20, $30, $40 million accounts, hedge funds, and everything else. And they had this wonderful piece of software, which at the time was not called Trade Ringer. I believe our company came up with that idea. And so he partnered with them. And here's what's really wonderful about what we have, you guys. Up until recently, you would have had millions of dollars to be able to take advantage of technology like this. Giant size accounts, you would have just, we simply did not, as a small trader, excuse me, and even 100 grand is a small trader. So I think I can say without fear of contradiction, as a small trader, all right, I just wouldn't have this tool. I wouldn't have access to this tool. So that's kind of the whole mantra of the company, is to be able to provide access to tools and educations that we otherwise would struggle to find or even not be able to get. So I'm pretty excited that they've re-engineered this amazing piece of software, which has been around in the market for about 8.5 years, again, through a private equity firm trading on very private accounts. Hang on 1 second. I'm getting a text here. I want to make sure that I get it. Okay, all right, I got you, Ryan. You're mostly sharing the intro page. Very good then. Let me get back to this then and where we're at. So let's talk a little bit about, again, software as a service and what that means. So in our company, you can join the company for a $247 ticket, one-time fee. All right, there's a 7-day money-back guarantee if you decide that you don't like this. And so on and so forth. But I do want to make some things perfectly clear here. First of all, what is Forex? And I'm not going to play the video, but I'm going to talk about the video. Okay, so the video or Forex is the single largest financial market in the world. There isn't any other financial market that even comes close. As a matter of fact, we used to say over $5.3 trillion per day. It has actually grown to $6.6 trillion in trading each and every day. It absolutely dwarfs all the other. The commodities, bonds, futures, stocks, all those things combined run at about $87 to $95 billion a day. Big number, okay? But the big difference is that, you know, the global economy, which is becoming more global all the time, our economies, all right, they require the transference of currencies in order to do business. Big banks do it, governments do it, where we're actually exchanging, hence foreign exchange, our currency for another in order to do business. It's a huge part of international business. International business could not exist without the Forex market. So the Forex market in and of itself has not been very popular in the US for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. Simply put, that you'd have to have so much money in order to do it. It's just not a popular thing for most people. Well, the wonderful news is that through Forex dealers and brokers now, even people with very small accounts can take part in it. So the Forex market is a giant market that we now get to piggyback on the movement of money. And whether we're shorting or whether we're going long, buying or selling, bull or bearing, whatever it is you want to put on that, we're able to take advantage of that marketplace with our software. So that's the Forex market. Now, what I'm going to share with you here are some actual real live accounts, all right, so that you can kind of see, because I don't know about you guys, but you know, as a businessman, I believe in diversity, obviously. And for my money, I also want to diversify that as well. So I believe in mutual funds. I believe in all kinds of different tools to be able to, you know, grow my money. Because after all, you know, I'm trying to get into, I don't know if you're a Robert Kiyosaki fan, but, you know, we'd all like to be putting our money to work for us. Super important. Compound interest is a ridiculous thing when you've got it working for you. It's equally as ridiculous when it's working against you. So I get excited about some of these things I'm about to show you. Now, understand that what I'm going to show you are people's live accounts through a website called MyFX Books. It's a third-party website that actually you sign up for that. It's free. And they're able to, through a private trading password, or I can't remember the name for it, but through a password is a read-only thing. It can go in and grab and verify. You can see down here where it says verified by MyFX Book. These are great tools to be able to share with people what your account is doing. So all of these are live links. I'm on here somewhere. Yeah, there's me right there, Delaney Live Trade Ringer. But we're gonna talk about this one first. So I'm gonna click this, and it's actually gonna take me out to the MyFX Book website. And a couple of things I want you to pay very, very close attention to. Number one, this guy's been running this account since May the 12th. All right, is when he got started. But right here is super important to note that the track record's been verified. His trading privileges have been verified. Guys, I want you to look at these returns. Okay, this is insane. His monthly average, his daily average, 0.63%. All right, here's the thing. Again, if you know, if you've got your money in an annuity, I have one. If you've got your money in some mutual funds, I have two. You know, the returns are fabulous. I mean, when it does return, but it pales in comparison to what is possible here in the Forex market. And the good news is, with our software, you can be ultra conservative like me, or you can be hyper aggressive like some of the people that are trading with this, for sure. So that choice is yours. The software doesn't trade one way. There are settings that you completely control that allow you to grow at the rate that you want to grow. Okay, obviously, more hyper aggressive also means more risk, and more chance of loss. So I like to grow my money slow and steady over time, and that's what we're going to focus on here, at least if I'm talking. All right, so you can see here that a monthly gain of 21.20%. I mean, to me, that's just astronomical. It's incredible. And what we're looking at on the graph here is the red is the growth of the account. And you can see right there, the gain in this account has been 140%. All right. And you can see what this software has done, what his original deposit was, what his current balance is. Okay. Now, compounded over time, this is just since May the 12th. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? But the compounding effect, which I'm going to share with you at this point, you see this is 100% equity. All right. So he could get out of the market right now, close his trading account, and walk away with a tidy profit over that period of time. I think anybody, even if we cut this number in half, would be super excited about that kind of gain in the marketplace. But this website does a whole bunch of other stuff that I feel is super important to show you, because it really does put together a tremendous report for people to look at who know what they're looking at. All right, so it'll tell you the number of long trades or bull trades that it has won. It's won 323 out of 501, 64%. All right, now some might look at that and go, holy smokes, that's not that good. Actually, it's really good, and it has produced what it has produced. And the way that our software reconciles, it's going to take losses on purpose in order to reconcile your goal. The shorts are about the same, a little bit better on the shorts. 309 out of 444. So it is traded a total of 951 times. Okay, average length of trade is 20 hours. We're kind of what is known in the marketplace as a intraday trader, or we focus on the daily chart. It's a swing trading move, and we're waiting for a market move, and our software goes to work and makes the profits for us. So we can kind of go through some of this. As you see, the average win here is only $9.60. Okay, the number of lots that he's traded, and so on and so forth. We can actually look at the history of the trades. We can see how long each one of them were, what the percentage of loss or gain was based on the account at that time. And you're going to see some really great trades here, 41.57, 41.59. You're going to see some tiny trades where the software made a decision that it should get out of that trade because of the way the market was moving. That's the wonderful thing about an AI-based algorithm. It learns as it goes, and it makes decisions based on statistics and probability at a speed with which a guy staring at charts just could not do, especially when we're trading 3 pairs. So, I'll just click through another page of these, but you can kind of see. Now, here's some losses. This is during a reconciliation, I guarantee it, because when you look at this, all right, you got a $165 win and a $45 win, which is about $200. It was reconciling these negative trades to bring a small amount of profit. So the software is highly complex. Let's look at another one. I'm going to close this account. We'll pull up another one. Let's see. Let me find one. I mean, that one's ridiculous, 140% gain. And I'll pull up my personal one. Why not? Okay, it's a smaller account. And there's a reason why I chose a smaller account size. It's because of the avatar that's getting involved is a new trader. And I don't want them to think that they need a $5,000 bill to send to a broker in order to play, all right? The minimum recommended balance that you send to the broker of your choice, and we've done a lot of homework there for you so that you don't have to do that, is $1,000. The account really needs $1,000 to allow this software to work. But you can see that my daily is 0.39. My monthly average is 1306. Now, guys, why is mine so much less? And this is since July the 19th. Because I'm hyper conservative. I'm just conservative. All right? Here's what I'll tell you. And everything that I've read, which is a lot, everything that I've watched, which is even more, an institutional, professional Forex trader is trying to turn a profit between 5 and 15% per month. Because I got a saying, you win some, you lose some. As long as the outcome is income, we're all going to be okay. There are days when you lose. And what I can say to that is this. If we took money down to A.G. Edwards or a Scott Trade Office, or we gave it to an expert to be able to trade for us or to be able to put to work in the market, okay, we would be looking at long-term results. We would be looking at, what did he do this quarter? What did he do this 6 months? And in that period of time, of course, we're going to have some up and down movement where it's not all just straight up. I mean, if it was, nobody would have a job and this is all they would do. But the emotional roller coaster of the up and down is what handicaps most Forex traders, because I don't have access to that mutual fund and what it's doing every day, whether it lost today or lost tomorrow, and I don't care. Okay, I'm looking at a long-term picture, and as long as there's gains over time, I'm happy. That is both the curse and the blessing of the Forex market. You get to look at it every second of every day if that's what you want to do. And you can see the ups and downs, and that makes people emotional. But at the end of the day, you can see I'm averaging well on the high side of what a professional or institutional trader would want to, would want to average. 13% a month on my money is ridiculous. It is insane. I'd be happy with half of that. And so you can see also very similar results. My longs are a little bit better. The absolute number of trades since that time has been 272 trades. And for any of you who may have played in financial markets, to be able to analyze, provide the technical analysis or fundamental analysis for placing 272 trades would be astronomical. I mean, you'd really have to spend a lot of time. Listen, here's what I want to tell you. The way that I set my trader, because I have all these other things going on, is so that I don't necessarily have to be in it every minute of every day. I don't have the time. So I run very conservatively so I can let that happen. All right. And I spend approximately, looking at my trader, I guess if you were going to, tally it all up, maybe 10 minutes a week. Maybe. Not even. That's how much faith I have in the software. I traded with a demo account for 90 days so I could feel super comfortable. You have to trade with a demo account for 10 days. But I traded for 90 days, didn't mind the cost of the education that I wasn't, turning a profit yet. And I am comfortable with how the software operates. I know it very, very well, as does Ryan, as do many others on our team that have watched this. We have confidence in it. The end game is a win. And I think you can see that from these things. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. We're going to open this up for questions too, because I'm sure there'll be plenty. We have many more accounts that we could show you, but I want to show you something else. And to me, this is super, super powerful. All right, what compounding looks like. This is a great tool that's available to anybody. It's at tackletrading.com. And you can come out here and you can look at what your gains are over time. So you can say, you can run hypotheticals. Plus, we have another hypothetical spreadsheet that Ryan and I are going to do a video on, a training video on, that is also a wonderful tool. So let's just take my account, for example. Let's just take $1,000 account. Okay. No monthly contribution. All right. And you guys saw what my average rate of return was. It was 20 or 13%. So we'll just use that number and see what that looks like. Okay. So I've got a target of 36 months. And let's say my monthly rate of return is that 36%. Or I'm sorry, 13%. All right. I want to show you what that looks like. Hang on a second. Well, son of a gun. I am, Ryan, chirp in my ear. What am I doing wrong here? $1,000, 36 months, monthly rate of return, 13.
It's been doing that to me, Alan.
You need to add the
zero.
Add the zero in the monthly contract.
Okay.
The number
Wow.
zero.
Super. All right. Intuitive software, one of my favorite things. All right. So here's the deal. You guys can look at that over time at just 13%. But to show you the compounding, to show you what's so important about compounding is this. What if I got 14%? Look at the difference 1% makes. 81, 111. In one of my months, I did 20. Look at that. I just want you to look at that. I mean, that's insane. That's $1,000 at a very reasonable growth rate, which I've shown you on live accounts. And, you know, you've got a table down here that illustrates that. I know Ryan does this thing where he talks about, you know, wanting to spin off a certain amount of money based on your dreams. I don't do that whole pitch. He can go over that with you if he wants to. But, you know, the reality of it is this. Now, what I set my target at is 16. So let's look and see what that looks like. That's my target. That's where I'm trying to get 1 point over what someone would consider to be great in the marketplace. But here's what's exciting about this, you guys, a couple of different things. Let's say you did start with a $5,000 account. Huh? Would anybody be sad with that? And let's go back to my 13%, which is a proven average. That's 407 grand. All day long, I'll give you $5,000 bills just for the opportunity to earn this kind of outcome. Okay, now I realize it's risk-reward capital and it could lose money. But in reality, you know, if you play it close to the vest, you are going to average somewhere between 5 and 15%, some even better than that. So if we allow that to compound over time, this is what we're going to get. Now, the next thing that I want to share with you, I think, and Ryan brought this up to me, super powerful. So this is what everybody says who becomes a customer. And it must be a natural thought progression for human beings because I've heard it so many times. I didn't think this way, but people do. Because the software costs you $169 a month to run. That is the subscription fee. So you're going to pay $247 to become a member of Economy, to become a customer. And with no contracts, you're going to run the software for $169 a month. Simple as that. So everybody says, well, am I going to make enough money to pay for the software? Am I going to make enough money to pay for the software every month? Okay, well, eventually, maybe not in the beginning. You know, if we take this to the numbers that we like to use for the purposes of illustration, and we run this out at 20, which here's the deal: you're only going to make $200 in your first month. 20% of $1,000 is $200. Okay, if you paid your 169, if you're continually pulling money out of your account, you're going to hurt yourself, and I'm going to show you how. So let's say that the monthly contribution was minus 169 to pay for the software. Look at how badly you're hurting yourself by counting on the software gains to pay for itself. All right, and there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Again, if we put a zero in there, 708,000. If we're pulling out our 169 every month to pay for the software, 110,000. That is massive because of the compounding. So I try to set a mindset in the very beginning that don't think that way. Ultimately, what you're going to have is a total cost to just for the software. 169 times 36 months is $6,084 plus the cost of your VPS, which is about 19 bucks a month. You know, we could throw that in there as well. Going to come up to, you know, let's see, let's just do that too. So 169 plus 19.99, that's $188.99 a month times 36 months is $6803.64. Would you trade $6803.64 for $708 grand? Of course you would. Now, it's not a guarantee, but let's just say this is just, let's say that we're only half this and cut it down to 10. 10. Would you trade $6,800 for $30,000? Of course you would. Anybody would. All right. So I bring this point up simply to say, you know, focus on what the software is doing and how it's compounding over time. Eventually, it will cover its cost and a whole lot more. So that is, you guys can play with this calculator all you want. It's at tackletrading.com, or you can just go through our site and go through the intro page and take a look at your leisure. Now, if you want the full-blown dog and pony show, here it is. It's me. It's a 24-minute video. You can come here and watch it, and it'll go through everything that economy is. But that's kind of what we have here. So we have a software as a service company that you join for $247. No contracts. If you don't like it after a month, you're done. You've spent $247. Okay, which is about 2/3 the price of a decent driver and a golf bag. No big deal. That never gave me an opportunity to make any money. All right, believe me, you've never seen my golf game, nor do you want to. All right, then you pay $169 for as many months as you'd like to be a member, and if you're turning a profit, I don't know who goes away in this deal. I have no idea. I certainly wouldn't. And so I'm very excited about the product that we have and lifting up people's financial IQ to a new tool that can allow them to earn, you know, that can allow them to earn additional monies. Look at this one. I want to show you a $50,000 account. This is a crazy account. Okay, first of all, because the drawdown is like nothing, 182% gain. Again, verified privileges, 141. What is that? I can't even read that number. The guy, it's a ridiculous number. Is that a million? Gosh, I don't have my glasses on. It is. 1,412,000. No, it isn't. All right, $141,245.11. Thank you. So he started with a $50,000 account. Guy must be highly aggressive here. And he's got a higher win rate percentage down here. But I mean, these kinds of things at a 0.66 daily, 22% monthly. This is what I'm talking about. That monthly, my monthly there was 13. Not a whole lot different, but he's starting with such a bigger balance that he's just made unbelievable amounts of money here. Profit of $91,245 since April of 19. Please. I mean, I don't know that it can get any better than this. So I'm going to unshare my screen right now. And I'm just available for any questions that anyone has. I can probably pre-answer a question that I know is coming up. There's some components to what it is that we're doing. Okay, one of them is to become a member of economy. I've already told you that, $247, $169 a month. The next one is you have to get a brokerage account. Okay, we like a broker called LQDFX. We believe that they're playing, in the favor of the trader. They have super low spreads. It's free to set up an account there, so there's no cost there. And the third component is that you have to have a VPS or a virtual private server to be able to run this software on. You don't run it on your local machine. You'd have to have it on all the time. It could never go down. So those are the three components. Now, you never send deposit money to economy. That isn't how this works. You're going to pick a broker. You're liquid from day one. So if you changed your mind tomorrow because of life circumstances, you just simply withdraw all your money, shut it down, and be done. Okay, no money has to be, trapped anywhere. I don't know if there's any crypto people on here, but there was a lot of crypto arbitrages, Trade Coin Club, Gladio Coin, all just a bunch of baloney where you send them money and they're paying you based on the new money coming in. Not a good thing. This is nothing. This is not in the same galaxy as that. All right, this is a legit software company in the largest financial market in the world. It's a thing of beauty. So, all right. Anything else I can cover? Questions I can answer?
Yeah, I've got a real quick question, and then after we answer questions, sorry, I wondered if you could share the back end money to this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
The builder stuff?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all right.
Right off, I'm just curious if you could share what you set your software up, what you put in for your weekly goal as far as percentage earnings.
Okay, so you want me to open up my MT4?
No, you don't have to do that. I was just curious. Are you setting your machine up for a 3% win a week, or what are you setting it up for?
4.
About 4%.
Yeah, about 4. Here, I don't mind doing that. Let me go ahead and share again and just kind of give you guys an idea what it looks like inside the trading platform. Let's see. And you can see I have control over a lot of people's trading to help them out. Okay, so what I just connected to is the account that I showed you on my FX book. Okay, so this is my live trading account. You can see the exact same balance there, 1348.63. And these are the charts, and this is what it looks like, okay? The Trade Ringer settings are right here. And you can see last week, because it was a Japanese baking holiday, and since we trade on 2 charts that have that yen on it, I went a little more conservative, all right? And in actuality, I ended up closing out at 2.92%, and I did that manually. And the reason is because the additional 0.8% to me, based on timing of the market, wasn't worth the wait. So I closed myself out a little early. I probably would have hit it, but I wasn't that worried about it. All right, so you can see my weekly goal is set at 3. This is what you need to learn, guys and gals. This is what is important right here. Not all this gobbledygook over here. Now, I love all the gobbledygook, don't get me wrong. And you may too, and you may want to get deep into this like I have. But this is what it looks like. And, also there's a beautiful app on the telephone that allows you to do just about every single thing except one right from your phone. I've placed trades from my phone. I've closed trades from my phone. And typically it's my phone that I'm looking at in that 10-minute period that I told you that I spend taking a look at it. And literally that's not me working. That's just me looking at it, see where it's at, right? So you can see my starting lot size is 0.02. That's very, some would say moderate. I say conservative because there's only 3 pairs that we're trading here, the Euro JPY, the USD, or Euro USD, and the USD JPY. I have just not seen anything that would indicate to me that I can't trade at that lot size. In fact, I may experiment this week with a larger lot size. I bumped my position multiplier up to 1.5, my range up to 1.4. And guys, we have explanations and videos and everything about what all these settings are for. You can see that we have a really nice setting right here that allows the trader to pause itself during volatile market events. It monitors the news from a news source. And I mean, it's just a fabulous piece of software. And here's the thing. Somebody asked me last night, someone that's on my team, hey, are we proprietary? Is this a proprietary software? The answer is yes and no. Okay. The softwares are developed based on indicators that are written and logic branching and all kinds of other algorithmic things. And yes, there are EAs available all over the planet. In fact, I looked at one the other day just because I was flabbergasted. They want $50,000 to buy the software. Okay. They want 50 grand to buy the software, and you must have a minimum account balance of 100 grand to use this piece of software. So is there other EAs that are out there? Yes, there are. All right, for sure. But there aren't any that are like ours that has a full team of institutional traders behind it fighting daily to make it a better piece of software for the retail trader like me and like you may become. That's what's special about what we have. Tremendous support, version updating, new features. They listen to us in the field about, you know, what our avatar is about, what our customers are experiencing, and how they can make that better. Because again, you know, if we're focused on a long period of time, whatever that looks like for you, and you know, we want to make slow, consistent gains, and that is what they're putting together with this piece of software. And so far, it's just been amazing.
Anybody else have any questions? If not, I wondered, let's have Alan go through the back end and how that works, how we can generate income on the back end. No questions? All right. Charles is at work, so he's
okay.
Yeah, he's
all right.
unable to get in there.
Yep, no problem. All right, and again, you know, feel free to, you know, three-way, do whatever with Ryan or myself to get any questions that may arise from this. You know, people will come up upon questions as they see more information. So I've been involved in the network marketing space for about 7 years, maybe 8. And I originally got involved as a customer, but I fell in love with the business because it's all about what I'm all about. And that is working shoulder to shoulder with people to help not only them, but it's also it's fulfillment for me. I love working with people. I love people. I love to serve people. And this is what that kind of industry is about. So I love network marketing. You may not, but I do. So when I saw this and I saw the back end of this, I've never seen anything like this. And I was very, very excited about how to build a team that is going to build an asset that can pay astronomically well. And so let me go ahead again and share my screen, and I'll pull that presentation up. This one I need to do off of a presentation. It is very simple, but it does require that I go through a couple of things. Let's see, where are we at here? 3 ways to get paid. Here we go. All right. So first of all, just the legal stuff. You know, our disclaimer, you guys know this, all right? These things work if you work. That's just the reality of it. Okay, it depends on what you put into it. A guy like Hernan is just absolutely blazing a trail, setting an example for the rest of us on what hard work actually looks like. He obviously has his eye on a prize, and you know, nothing's going to get in his way from building a giant organization. I'm super excited and feeling more than blessed to be affiliated with him. But, you know, everybody's commissions are going to vary. We've seen these disclaimers before, but it's important to go through that. So you do not have to be an affiliate. Now, listen, let me cover one thing that I didn't cover that I need to cover. As a customer, not an affiliate, not someone who's looking to build anything, but as a customer, you can get your $169 fee for the software waived. Just like Dish Network, all right, you can refer somebody to Dish. They give you a $50 credit on your Dish bill. We have the exact same thing. You can refer somebody as a customer because you're enjoying the software. You know, here's the thing. When I first started doing this, there wasn't any way I wasn't going to share it because I felt like I had a moral obligation. With the gains that I was having, I know friends of mine that have money that aren't, you know, that are into real estate, that are into this, into that, and they don't see gains like that, you know, over time. So I felt like I needed, it was a natural thing for me to talk about money with people because I do that all the time anyways. You know, what are you doing? How can I do mine better? What do you know that I don't know? What do I know that you don't know? Right? So I referred 3 people immediately. So I've never had a $169 fee to pay just as a customer. Now, I know a lot of people and I love network marketing. So I paid for our $79 affiliate because I'm going to share this with everybody shout it from the mountaintops, man. I think it's the greatest thing. So it's an affiliate program, much like the ones that you see here for Amazon, Shopify, and ClickFunnels. We only have 3 ways to get paid, so it's not complicated with a lot of, moving parts, and that's what I love most about it. We have what's called a direct sales bonus, a weekly explosion pool, and a legacy residual bonus. I'll go over each one of those. Direct sales bonus is super simple. Like I said, the first 3 people are used to waive your 169. You can stop right there. You're still a customer. You have a 0 cost going out each and every month to the software subscription, and you are just a customer that is a trading customer. Now, we want many of those, okay? About 80% of my business is customers, and that's a wonderful thing. I love the customer acquisition model. It's important. If at this time you decide, well, heck, I know more than 3 people, how can I make money on a back end? Is there such a thing? You upgrade to the affiliate for a one-time fee of $79, and you get access to all our swipe files, funnels, and all that stuff if you're an online marketer for a monthly recurring fee of $29. And that never goes away as long as you're an affiliate, that $29. And so at that point, you can earn a direct bonus from your 4th person on. Okay, remember, your first 3, waive your 169. At that point, you become an affiliate. And from your 4th person on, okay, you have a $40 direct sales bonus. That is a one-time bonus. It's based on the $247 initial fee to become a member. And that's it. It's as simple as that. You can do it 1,000,000 times if you want to. Okay, the second way we get paid is something called the weekly explosion pool. And this is just fun. This just keeps the competition high, and it keeps your head in the right place. Ryan and Jolene have hit it a number of times, and they're to be commended, and I'm sure Hernan is going to blow it to pieces as well. It basically works on a calendar pay period from Monday to Sunday, which is our calendar pay period. So for every $247 sale that our company makes worldwide, we're open in about 94 countries right now. During any calendar pay period, the company dumps $15 into a pool. All right, every $247 sale, $15 into a pool. Now, once an affiliate has qualified during that Monday to Sunday pay period, they will earn points in that pool. It works like this. Okay, so here's the pay week. If you refer 3 people in that pay week, Monday to Sunday, Sunday night, 11:59 Pacific Daylight Time, you're going to earn 1 point, or 1 dip in the pond, if you will, okay? If you double that up and you have an amazing week, all right, which happens all the time, you're going to earn 2 points in that pool. Now, it gets a little bit easier from here. There is a cap on this. If you refer 2 more people, they're going to give you a 3rd point. 1 more gets you a 4th point, and then it's capped at 10, all right, with 5 points. I want to bring something up here, guys, that's important. We have a perfect funnel product. We don't ship anything. It's immediate delivery. We don't have to worry about customs going into other countries. It's software. So the pool caps out at 5 points maximum. We have a very young avatar in our group, in economy, and they are masters at marketing in social media. They hit this all the time. All right, so I'm just telling you that it happens a lot. So here's how it pays out. Let's just say that the company made $1,000 sales globally. Okay, so 1,000 times 15 would be 15 grand into that pool. And let's say that 25 affiliates across the world qualified for that. And now out of that 25, let's calculate the value of the points. All right, let's say 20 of the 25 referred 3 new customers. They would qualify for a single point, as indicated on the last page. 4 of the 25 affiliates doubled it up and really went to work, okay? And they referred 6, so they would get 2 points each. And let's say 1 rock star went out there and referred 9 new customers, qualifying them for 4 points. So the formula for this bonus works like this. 20 times 1 point is 20 points. 4 times 2 points is 8 points. And 1 times 4 points is 4 points. So that's a total of 32 points that is going to be split among these 25 affiliates, okay? So $15,000 divided by 32 points is $468 a point. You can figure it out from here. 20 affiliates would earn $468. The 4 that did the doubled up would earn $937, and that 1 affiliate would earn an additional $18.75 for that week. Tremendous bonus. This takes place of a fast start bonus that you might be familiar with in other organizations, which Economy's mindset is this. They want you to have a valuable experience with their tools, and they felt like a fast start bonus just simply would not allow you to do that. You're just on, if you're a builder, you're just out there pushing something that you really haven't had an experience with yet at all, that you really don't know anything about. That's not fair, that you can only participate in that bonus for the first 10, 15, 1 month, whatever company's fast start you might be familiar with. So what they did was they created this pool that says, the industry runs like this. We go through 90-day runs where we're recruiting like madmen, and then we're going through a little bit of a management mode, making sure everybody has, a favorable experience, and then we run again. It's a series of runs and other things. So they wanted to make this available so you can do this 52 times, 52 weeks a year. This bonus is available to you whenever you're running. I mean, it's a thing of beauty. So I love the weekly explosion bonus pool. It's a great thing. All right. So the third and final way, and what everybody's interested in, is the mailbox money. I like to refer to it as, or the legacy residual bonus. So unlike a lot of pay plans, you've got, your binaries, which are fine. You've also got the wide ones, which I don't even, unilevels, I guess they're called. We have what's called a 3-lane matrix. Now I'm going to show you what our first rank looks like, but I'm going to talk about it for just a second. You've got to have a personal referral in each of the 3 lanes who is paying for their monthly subscription, and your personal volume is 4, and you count as one of those. So it looks like this. This is what a 3-lane matrix looks like. That's as wide as it ever gets underneath you. 3 lanes. Doesn't matter how wide those lanes get, they're still in your lanes. The company requires that you keep at least 55% customers in each of those lanes. Let me see. I got a 12 o'clock, so I'm gonna go quickly here, you guys. We've got a lane 1, and the P stands for personal. So you've referred a personal in each lane. That should be your structure going forward. And we just want to repeat, rinse, and repeat. All right. So that you're an apprentice right there. You've got you, which counts for 1 of your volumes, and 3 others, which is 4, which qualifies you for the apprentice rank. All right. Now, these 3 people are going to want to do the exact same thing. They want to get their fee waived. Whether they ever become an affiliate is inconsequential. We just want to take them and work with them, and Hernan's an expert at this, in order to get their fee waived. It's as simple as that. So this is how you become an ambassador. 600, okay, and that is $600 in residual per month, $150 a week, or $7,800 a year. Now, guys, I've looked at a lot of pay plans. They're going to do the exact same thing. That structure right there, which is a simple, easy to obtain structure, is making you $7,800 a year. No one is going to throw that away. This is a simple thing. Find 3 people you love, share the idea, see if it's good for them, and help them find 3 people they love, and you're making $7,800. You're never going away. You're never leaving economy at this point. You have a free business beyond what is there. And your personal volume requirement is still only 4, right? So it's wonderful. So I call this building in blocks. And, there are bigger blocks that can get you higher up. But if we just rinse and repeat this over and over and over again, the organization becomes gigantic. And then one of these people are going to come along, like a Hernan, and they're going to start to build. So that personal, just starts doing it. It doesn't matter if the others don't. They're all in your lane 1, all right, or 2 or 3. It's a fabulous pay plan. I call it the Road to Global Legend, which is our top rank. I'm going to show you what those ranks look like right now, and then we're going to have to cut this because I got a noon. So does Ryan. We're both on that. So the first rank, I want you to focus on the first 3 ranks, okay? Apprentice, Ambassador 600, and Ambassador 1500. All right? And what's important about this is that you understand that you're actually, I am going to do this real quick because this makes it easier, to explain this because of the way, there we go, perfect. Okay, so an apprentice rank requires 4 subscriptions. Again, you count as your own, and then 3 others. There are no rank up requirements in a lane for the first 3 ranks, and I will have you notice that the PV subscriptions are also the same. 4, that's it. Okay, when your team grows, your lanes grow to 444, you're making that Ambassador 600 rank, okay? And you're making 150. If you continue to grow there, again, you still have only personally sponsored 3 people, 1 in each lane, and you grow up to the next rank, which is 10, 10, 15, or it could be 15, 10, 10, or 10, 15, 10. Doesn't matter what order they're in, just so that you have a lane that has 10, 2 lanes that have 10, and 1 that has 15. Now you're making $375 a week in residual income. Now here's what I know, and if there are any builders on here, one of the most important things to me is that when I look down into my organization, that I have people making money. That's super important to me and why I'm fired up. I believe that everybody with very little effort can get to the Ambassador 1500 mark. That's $19,500, I think, $500 or $700 a year. This is the reason people get involved in network marketing. They're promised this, they're promised that. I'll build it for you. All this malarkey, okay? With just 35 people on a team, properly distributed across 3 lanes, we can be putting $19,500 in people's personal economy into their homes. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have to tell anybody on this phone. I don't care where you're at financially. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, an extra 19.5 is not something that is going to go by the wayside like, oh, yeah, big deal. So you guys can look at the rest of this. I actually have a video of this pay plan. If anybody's interested in that, please reach out to Ryan or myself or Hernan or whatever you need. That goes through what I just went through. It's just these slides and me talking. It's about 8 minutes long. And you can see that this goes to the ridiculous level. Now, both Ryan and I have our eyes set on the exact same prize. I'm going to have to do a little more work than he is because I've never built an organization to 2,500. I mean, to 5,000. 3,700 was my largest organization, and I don't mind sharing that with you. But let me ask you a question. With 2,500 people in your organization, are you going to cry if you're making $12,500 every single week in residual income? I think not. The highest ranked persons in our organization right now are Tycoon 100s. It is 4 guys that have achieved that rank. They're a team. Okay. My goal is to get to Tycoon 100. And if God sees it in his eyes to bless me beyond that, I'm certainly going to be working for it. But there's ridiculous money in this bonus, and it is residual. And here's what I want you to look at. Look at the PV subscriptions. If you have the right 10 players on your squad, actually 9, because you're one of them and you already know you're the right player. If you have the right other 9, you are fully qualified to the top of this pay plan. Then it's up to you to just lift 2 of those 9 as you go. I don't know if it can get any better than this. This is a very simple pay plan. Incredible. I get juiced every time. I'm glad you asked me to do it because I haven't done it in a while. And now I'm just refired up. So guys, that's just the pay plan. It's ridiculously good. And what makes it good for me is not that I might be able to get to Tycoon 100 and beyond. What makes it good for me is that I know I can lift people up to be able to earn that Tycoon or that Ambassador 1500. And I know tons of people that an extra $19,000 a year in residual income mailbox money would just absolutely be a difference maker in their lives. And that's where my heart's at.
Well, that I really appreciate you going over that, Alan. I need to dig a little bit deeper into that, but it's phenomenal what the average income per account will pay in this comp plan.
Yeah, and you know it is absolutely true, and they're paying a lot out. But what's even more exciting is the product that we have is earning them money along the way as well. And I mean, I just
okay, so that's my hot button. That's my you know, so many people get involved in a network marketing business and they with the intention of generating residual income.
Right.
It never happens for them.
Never happens.
95% of them get squat. And with this, just as a customer alone, their money will multiply, you know, and they're essentially earning residual income, you know.
Exactly.
So those people are winning in this opportunity. Those people will win. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. We always want to make sure we disclaim, because people can make boo-boos and they are in control of their own software. But again, that's why people like Ryan, myself, Michael Martin, Simon Jacoby, soon to be yourself, and several others, we're here to help, man. That's the last thing that we want. It is slightly self-serving. We want to build a sticky organization. But, you know, in reality, if you were to dig down into the heart, you would find, at least for me, I want people to win. I mean, I just love the whole rising tide lifts all boats thing. It's just where I'm at. So,
all right. Well, I know you got to run. Thanks for jumping on here and and running through this for everybody.
You bet. Pleasure. Anytime you need me.
I'm going to stay on and answer any questions that anybody has.
All right. Sounds great.
All right. Thanks, Alan.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Awesome. So Charles, were you able to catch any of that? See, Charles is at work, so he might not have been able to be on. So Charles, if you can hear me and you missed a bunch of that, we can get back on. Yeah.
Hernan.
Yeah.
Oh, that is Charles.
I can hear you.
Okay, I watched the whole thing. It's great. Just going to have to spend some more time with it to understand the software and the settings. And we spoke a little bit about it before. You know, the 10-day trading with the demo, I'd like to get that set up. I know that they would like more 90 days, but I have, you know, I've got a TD Ameritrade account, and that money is growing, but I would like to not have all my money in one pot. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I hear you.
So you're going to have to spend some time with me.
Okay. Well, you and I should get back on the Zoom, and we can go through the settings and all that on the back end. And we might even be able to get Ryan on here where he can go through it with you. And it's real simple. It's not complicated. So Wade and I just set it. Wade and I set ours, and we just let it run. We don't mess with it. So
you already have your picks, and you stay with those.
Yep. 5% a week. That's our goal. We just stick with it. Yep.
All right.
But I'll go through it with you. No worries. You let me know when you have a little time. Maybe we could spend like a half an hour going over it.
It'd probably be tomorrow, like late afternoon or evening.
Okay. Yeah.
What time is it where you are now?
Right now it's 11 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm 1 hour ahead.
So you're an hour ahead. You're an hour ahead. Okay. All right. Let me give you a call tomorrow, or text you or whatever, and see what's a good time for you.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm gonna for me to do it, I'm gonna have to shuffle some money around.
Yeah.
You know.
I hear you. Yep.
So that might take me a few days, but after that, then maybe we can get started.
Okay. Cool. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Absolutely. Awesome. All right, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
All right. Yep. Eric, I know you're at work too. So, but anyways, I'll catch you. I'll shoot you a text. And okay, great. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.